Did you take a look at this? Okay, no funny Blue Badger trivia from Angel. Okay. Very well, Miss Starr. Nothing from the autopsy either? Okay. Okay, this should be the big one. It's this or the switchblade. We'll see what happens. What do you think about this? The SL9 incident. It's written on that knife. And on that note. Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know. Really? That knife was evidence from that case. The murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over. Not yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? Could she? We'll see in a second. I'll keep chucking items her way. It was when I grabbed the chief prosecutor on the shoulder. Oh yeah, this freaking badass pose. Her, like, roping the prosecutor into the half Nelson there. Pretty badass, even if it didn't actually happen. Or maybe it actually happened. Maybe this part did happen. I don't know. It's very hard to tell what was and wasn't bogus in Ms. Starr's testimony, so anyway. She dropped that phone on the pavement. That's when you heard her talking about the muffler, right? Little did I know, it was a trap. The red car's muffler and the prosecutor's red muffler. What was Miss Skye really trying to say, I wonder? It's a good question. Could you take a look at this? Oh, no, this again. Yeah. A lot of tea going around again. Okay. Crime photo. You must have something to say about this. If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But, even I get flustered sometimes. So, you went straight to the scene of the crime? I rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. Oh, right! I just realized, when I was saying earlier that it's weird that they talk about her climbing the fence when she couldn't have done it. But okay, right, now I remember. The path from the security room wrapped around the B block, so she would have still had to climb the fence. Which she apparently did, because she's apparently really is a badass. Alright then, I'll take that. Again, we're assuming that she really did. Again, that part is true as well, which, again, I'm having trouble telling what is and isn't true of her testimony, but okay, we'll just roll with it. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime? Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were. The 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Starr. You lying was the problem. Listen, little girl. I've had my testimony disregarded before. And I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. That time? Once again, SL9, huh? Okay. Oh, nothing about the shoe? Okay. Thought she might have something to say about that. What about the knife? This is a repeat. Yeah, I had an inkling. This is a repeat of that dialogue. So it's either one you throw down, which has SL9 written on it, to get her to give that. We're gonna have to see if a new dialogue option has popped up now. Nothing to say about luminol? Well, can't say I'm super shocked about that. Okay. SL9 incident. Perfect. Let's talk about that, shall we? Assuming you're in a talkative mood. That incident really opened my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable? To who? 2 years ago. It was the biggest case I'd ever handled. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. She's not wearing a food hat, lunch lady hat, because she's an actual investigator here. She looks even more badass than in her current when she puts on the badass look. Very impressive. So all of these three guys were there, huh? Look at that. That's Mr. Marshall as well as Mr. Goodman. So let's see. Let's listen closely. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. So they didn't solve it? On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Executed? Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was, they never did find the decisive evidence. Not a shred. What? But the criminal was executed, right? On the basis of evidence. Of a sort. Made up evidence. What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job. Wow, this is quite the... What a, exposure of corruption, this is insane. And you were one of those? Myself and one other person you know well. Wait, could it be? Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Oh, right, they did talk about how he was just a patrolman now. Right. Oops, I mean, Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. Very, very interesting. So what's Marshall's stake in all this then? As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined. And then, it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. You haven't forgotten SL9? There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us. This sounds a little incriminating, Ms. Starr, what you're talking about right now. Wait! Those lunches you sell. There is only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate. Wow, interesting. She's running her own investigation as a rogue cop, in a way. And really, again, I can't get over how dark there's been some dark stuff in this game, what with murder and betrayal and everything, but the police forging evidence that commits a person to the death penalty is pretty grim. I'm like, oof. Man. Definitely gonna have to see where this all goes from here on. Miss Starr's old boyfriends. How many does she have anyway? Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, Rookie? Oh, what? It seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Yes. Then you should take this. A Salisbury steak lunch? I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. Ah, okay, it even gives the answer for putting Officer Marshall in a good mood. Good to know. Probably could have figured it, it's the only character, with, any relation to Ms. Starr, apart from all the prosecutors that she hates, but, they would probably not be helping us. So, yeah, Mr. Marshall's the obvious person to be Ms. Starr's contact. Ms. Starr? Officer Marshall, is he your, Are you his... Are you... going out? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was nice to me too back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective. But now he's so cold. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. I see. Thank you. Officer Jake Marshall. Very, very curious. Like, you know, I didn't find him to be that cold, Mr. Marshall, but I guess I'll have to take Emma's word for it. I think he seems alright. Seems like a chill dude. Okay, are we done here? Can we present the steak to her still? You'll give that to Jake like I asked, won't you? You and Officer Marshall, are you going out? Jake and I are cooperating on an investigation, that's all. We're just putting the past to rest. Thank you. Weird that dialogue came again. It was kind of a weird dialogue anyway, but sure, okay. Well, here we are back at the office. I guess we'll start from here, I guess. No clues here. Mia's desk. I sit here even less now that I've stopped taking cases. Uh-oh. I have a history test coming up next week. I'd better study. I'm borrowing this desk, okay? Let's see. George Washington was the first king of America. Sorry, Mia. Oh boy, that's gonna end really badly. Really badly on that test if she's gonna answer that. Also, you know, if you want to be really stickler for detail, there were like a couple of interim dudes, but I guess they never were like titled presidents. Like, I think George Washington became president in like 1780 something, so that was like several years after the independence was declared. I don't remember what the title of the guy who was before him was, but I swear, yeah. Probably someone can help me better on this, assuming there are American viewers out there. Let me know about these facts, because I'm probably barking up the wrong tree here a little bit. Difficult-looking legal books standing a formidable row. They mock me. Oh, I tried studying one of those just now. Remember what they were talking about in the trial today? Oh, right, evidence law. So, did you learn anything? Well, when I tried reading it, made my head hurt. Oh. Then when I closed it, it slipped out of my hand and fell on my foot. Oddly enough, I find myself identifying with her on this one. That may be the funniest one we've had yet with Emma here. That's really funny. First of all, great that it's an updated dialogue after our first day in court. And then just referencing that story we've heard so many times of Phoenix dropping a book on his foot. That's really funny. I really dig that. There's a poster of a steel samurai on the wall. Maya stuck it up here on the day that she left. I didn't have the heart to take it down. I do sometimes get strange looks from the clients, though. I don't know, that one isn't updated, I remember that. Emma doesn't look strange, she looks like she's really into that poster, which is cool. Mia's plant, Charlie. I've been taking care of him in Maya's absence. Huh? He looks a little yellow today. Oh, I watered him just now. I mixed in a lot, too. Mixed in what? Why, my very own scientific additive. Well, Charlie, you like it? I told you, he's turning yellow. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. If, Charlie's days might be numbered, and we might have to get a new plant here real quick, just in case, you know, if Maya comes back someday and is like, where's my sister's favorite plant? Just gonna be a completely different plant here that Phoenix has rushed to buy from the store. No, that's gonna be really funny. Looks like it's cleaning day again at the hotel across the way. I hear they're planning a second branch outside the city. Egad! The bellboy was staring right at me. He looks wimpy, but you can tell there's a sharp edge under that facade. That bellboy is going to be someone someday. Wish someone would say that about me. Oh, poor Phoenix. Don't worry, you're already a hero, even though you're weirdly put down on despite, like, just acing all these cases. Now, I have to know, of course, curiosity. Oh, man, jeez, oh wow. You know, that red filter didn't look so bad when we were previously in the parking lot, but for some reason when it flashed on now, that actually hurt my eyes a little bit. Ow. Oof, okay. Well, let's give a look. I doubt there's anything that's going to be involved in the case, but there might be some kind of funny thing about Phoenix cutting himself while, I don't know, chopping an apple or something, peeling an apple, or, you know, there might be a gag here. Oh god, although then there's going to be something real dark, because this is where Mia died. So, holy shit, there might be, like, blood left from that case, and that would be funny. That's where she was laying down by the window, so if there's any blood here from Mia, she's gonna be, like, somewhere around here, but, no. Wow, nothing in here. I really thought that they'd put, if not the Mia's blood from her murder, at least, like, some kind of gag, you know, of Phoenix hurting himself and leaving a blood stain. Okay, then. Well, let's chat up. What's the next move we should do, Emma? Well, where should we begin? Oh, well, isn't it obvious? We should begin with that, you know, that thing. The mystery of the victim, I guess. How could one man, Detective Goodman, be killed in two places simultaneously? Ooh, I know! A teleporter accident! He got killed mid-teleport. Clearly that's the most rational explanation for the situation. Oh, well, you see. We should go to the police department. The evidence room, was it? I'm not being very useful here, am I? No, you're being very helpful. Oh, so that was more just Phoenix monologuing. Oh, poor Emma. And poor Mr. Edgeworth. Poor Mr. Edgeworth.
I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy. What with all those rumors? You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December.
There was that business with him not reading that officer's report. Ah, about the killing at the police department, right. The chief of police was right about that. But I can't help but think. Someone at the police department doesn't like Edgeworth. Honestly, you know, Mr. Gant was being pretty hostile, you know, pretty passive-aggressive with Edgeworth, so it could very well be him who doesn't like Edgeworth. I don't know, I got that vibe from his, you know, he got that, like, sadistic look every once in a while when he was really putting the screws on Edgeworth, so yeah. See this? It's my attorney's badge. Ah, well, I've never seen a real one before. You're the first one who's actually been interested in mine, believe me. Its composition is mostly silver. The gold plating is flaking a bit. She analyzed it. Scientifically. There doesn't appear to be any corrosion due to sulfides. I'd give you $50 for it. Sorry, but it's not for sale. Yet. Huh, interesting. So that was a repeat of what she said the first time we talked to her. I can't remember what all we had before. So I don't know what items we should... I'll just go through everything because I can't remember what we talked about previously with Emma, so we'll just go through this again. That number was the clincher, wasn't it? 584-2189. It's in the record. the ID number of the detective killed at the police department that day at 5:15. But we found this card in the parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Something to think about later when I'm not so busy. Don't leave me here to do all the thinking alone. Okay, so actually some of this dialogue has updated, so it's totally worth us to go through this stuff. Not that that really helped us with the case, but that was some fun dialogue. I bet you'd be pretty happy with a King of Attorneys shield too, huh? We defense attorneys are a scattered, unrecognized bunch. Still, I wonder why the trophy shield is broken. It is pretty odd, huh? I doubt it has anything to do with this case, though. Although, again, what is it? They keep highlighting it, so I feel like it is important to the case somehow. It could be a red herring, honestly. It's about time they toss some of those our way, so... So, Mr. Edgeworth's knife was the murder weapon. Right. Or so the witness, Miss Starr, claims. She saw your sister stab Mr. Goodman with this knife. You know, all of this is that Angel Starr's fault. She's not the one on trial here. Well, no, but she must have seen it wrong. Her eyesight isn't on trial here either. Oof. Poor Emma. She's like, grasping at straws to save her sister. I get it. Here, see this? Ah! I've noticed that defense attorneys have a tendency to want to show people things. What is this? A behavioral study of lawyers? Okay, that's the generic dialogue. I see. Alright. Good to know. She had a lot of stuff to say about this early stuff, so, Interesting that she doesn't have anything to say about these items, though. They seem kind of important. Ah, but her sister's cell phone. Of course, she would have something to say about this. Let's go. According to Miss Starr's testimony, Miss Skye used her phone right after the murder. She called you, right? But she hung up right away. And it was a bad connection. I couldn't hear anything. Because it was an underground parking lot, I suppose. She did say something about a muffler, but got cut off. Oh, even you heard that? Interesting. I didn't realize that part. Oops, oh, okay. Oh, cool, the blood's now marked there. Good to know. I wonder if we'll find blood anywhere else then, since we don't have a map of any other area. Yeah, well, we'll see, we'll see. This photograph! Miss Starr must have been seeing things. And photographing things? This proves Miss Skye was there at the scene of the crime. She is connected to this crime somehow. But how? That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? So I guess, yeah, we really cannot dispute the part that she was there. She was there, like Miss Starr did see her. There's a 5-minute gap in Miss Starr's testimony, which is crucial to this whole mystery, but still, apparently we just have to believe that she was there and was here for this picture. So, yeah, something weird is going on here. Here, see this? Oh, no, this is just... okay. It's just a dialogue we've had already. Why would this have been in the car's exhaust pipe? It's evidence from an old case, right? Right, the SL9 incident. It was already solved, apparently. This knife was stolen on the day of the evidence transfer. Maybe I should look into this SL9 incident. Uh-oh, a little spelling error there. The dash was at the wrong part in the SL9. It was between the S and the L. Whoopsie! This stuff is pretty expensive. You don't say. How much does it cost? I'd say about $10 per gram. I save up my allowance to buy it. Your allowance? Does your sister give you that? Yes. We don't have parents. Right. Sometimes she even gives me a bottle instead of my allowance. A bottle of luminol testing fluid? Man, I just take the allowance myself. Oh, well, that's kind of sweet in a weird way. That Lana hooks him up with this stuff. Also, yeah, of course she had something to say about this thing, since she gave it to us. I'm not surprised by that. Nothing about the steak, though. Maya would have been salivating for this lunch, but alright then. What's our episode time? Ooh, we got 5 minutes left. I bet we can, like, well, let's go to the detention center. I bet if there's, like, intro dialogue to an area, we can still grab that before calling it for today, so we'll see what happens here. Looks like Miss Sky is in questioning. I hope the detectives aren't yelling at her. How did you kill him in 2 places at the same time? Can you imagine? How's she supposed to answer that? Wait a second. Didn't Mr. Gant say they arrested a suspect in the police department murder? Let's come back later. That's true. Gant did say that. So who was the arrested suspect? Was it Ms. Sky or... Weird. We totally have to look into that. That's like super important. Smile for the camera. Like what the heck is going on there with this supposed other suspect? This guard monitors the visitor's room. 1 murder at the prosecutor's office, 1 at the police department. He must be frozen with fear, thinking that he might be next. Don't scare the poor guy. Oh, that's... I like that they keep coming up with silly explanations for why this guy in the background is frozen like this. They really didn't have to keep at it. But, like, it's funny. Whoops. No, I didn't mean to... Oh, wait, we can. Oh, we can't spray it, though. There's no spray choice. Oh, yes, there is. What the... Well, I didn't think about this, though. Let's have a quick examination. Didn't think about this part. I don't know if there is anything to examine, though, but... Oh, no, wait, what's this? Oh, that's cute. She signs it as her property. Someone used a marker to write their name on this. Emma Sky. Don't tell me you bring this with you everywhere you go. Well, you never know where something might go down. Just what kind of a world do you think we live in? That's... Oh, I really like that. That's something really cute, even though, again, this is kind of strange that she has one of these things, but you know, it just has her name on the bottom like that. Oh, very nice. Yeah, that's interesting. After you checked, when you come back here, the spray option is gone. Like, let me show you one more time. Like, we go here, we go back. No option to spray, but then if we cycle back to it, it's back there. Kind of a weird little thing there. I think... outside the room. I think we'll just do this real quick-alike, and I think we'll call it for there then. It's about time. We recorded long enough, and I don't know what kind of stuff is coming our way in the next area, so I'll end the episode a little early. We'll have a little shorter. Short boyo this time. Another one of these, you know, opening of the next day of investigation sequences, so we didn't get a lot done, but there was some good reveals about SL9 there, you know, that's going to be important with this investigation, I'm sure, about Ms. Starr's background, and Mr. Marshall's, yeah, that's also important, really good stuff. Yeah, something else, too. Oh yeah, bringing up that the police had arrested a suspect for the murder at the police station evidence room. That's also pretty important. Good that they highlighted that. That's going to take some investigating as well. But yeah, we're all gonna that's all gonna be taken care of next time. Well, not all. I don't know if you know what I mean. We're gonna look into that stuff next time, and maybe we'll get it all done in the next set of episodes, or maybe it'll take more than a couple of episodes. But anyway, the point is we will continue this next time. Yes, that's what I'm saying. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again here next time for more Rise from the Ashes investigation. So see you around. Bye bye.